So one of the most important things when you're planning out your video as well as when you're optimizing your video are keywords. So keywords can actually help you determine what your video should be about. It's a good starting point if you want to find relevant video topics, as well as it's going to help you plan and rank for those types of keywords. I just opened up the AdWords Google Keyword Planner. I'm just going to do a search here for new keywords, and if I had a gaming channel, an Xbox gaming channel, I might want to look for Xbox games, video games. So I don't have a website. I can also select a product or a category to better fine-tune the words that I'm looking for. So actually I'm just going to leave it, I'm going to select out entertainment here. As for video games, I'm going to all categories, hobbies and leisure, toys and games, and then they have video game consoles. And I'm just going to select all there. You can also customize the targeting as well as apply filters, keyword filters, as well as some different options here. Options are good because showing different terms is a good idea to get some extra wording within there. And here you can also include keywords containing the following terms. So we're not going to add that filter. There's also a date range depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for things that are trending and you might want to get some more detailed data on how the keywords are performing, what the value is, you might want to add that as well. So once you've added in your terms, your basic terms, selected a category, you don't actually necessarily need to select a category. So this is just to more fine-tune what the results are going to be. And once you're ready, just click the Get Ideas. And what this is going to do is this is going to give you a whole bunch of related keywords. It's going to tell you the suggested bid, and it's going to tell you the competition, the average monthly searches. And you can see here by basically looking at the average monthly searches and competition. So you do want to find, for YouTube, you want to be looking for things that get searched a lot. So this one here has quite a lot of search. Cool games. The downside is when you have competition. So if you do have a term like cool games and it's not a long-term, long-tail keyword term, whereas if you pick something a little bit more precise, cool video games for kids, that's might be a little bit better of a long-tail type keyword term. And the difference between the long tail and the short keywords, so a keyword like Xbox is going to have a lot of competition. A keyword like games is going to have a lot of competition, and it might not be necessarily tailored to what your terms are that you're going for. So if you just type in games and if you try to optimize for games, that's not a great strategy because you're going to have a whole bunch of competition and you're not going to be able to optimize properly for it because it's going to be a very vague term. Just trying to rank for great games is going to be very difficult, whereas if you pick something that's a little bit more of a longer tail type term, video games for kids, or even more precise, video card games for kids, so you could get a little bit more precise and create that longer tail keywords that are going to be able to better rank. The competition will be lower and you're going to be able to better optimize your channel for those specific terms. Another way to get those longer tail keywords is just going over to Google and doing a search. So once you start typing, they have this thing, it's called the Insta Search. What it does is it tries to predict what you want to search, and this data that this data that's coming up here, so this is going to be a combination of popular terms that are being used. They're going to look at your location, as well as if you're logged in, they look at your profile, and they try to better determine or predict what you're looking for. So these types of instant results here, these are going to be very helpful in creating longer tail keywords. So here you can see that video games for kids, the amount of search results are 302 million. And when you go down here at the bottom, they also have this searches related to video games for kids. So these are some more good ideas. If you're looking to create videos, you can check out these different related search terms, because Google has already done the work for you. They've done the connection, they've done the relation, and they're using their data, their massive database of what users search for, in order to come up with and predict what results should be shown here. So using the AdWords keywords, looking at your search terms here, related search terms, as well as using the Insta search here, and then also looking at the titles of the returned results is another way to get long-term keywords, long-tail keywords, and also going into YouTube and doing the same type of thing where you do a search and checking out the different results that you're getting for the search and checking out the wording. So they used to have a keyword suggestion tool for YouTube, and that has since unfortunately been removed. But there are still different ways to work around by using AdWords and using the search. And lastly, another way to get keywords is we've got a plugin here that's installed that actually shows the different keywords that are being used for this video. There's also another way to get this data, to get the keywords, and that's by just simply right-clicking, viewing the page source, and scrolling down to keywords. So you're going to have a first listing there in the meta information. So these are the keywords that are actually entered in for this channel. And what there is, you'll notice that this does actually get cut off. So you want to do maybe a search for the keywords, a finder search, and from there you're able to see all the other additional keywords for that video. So these are going to be the same as what's showing up here. As you can see, it's the same information, it's just being pulled out by this plugin. I usually just use Notepad to start building out a base of keywords. So what I'll do is when I do create a new video, I'll just start pasting out keywords, as well as using AdWords Keyword Finder and InstaSearch to find a whole bunch of terms and words that are going to be related to the video. And then what I do is I go through them and I fine tune, keeping the ones that I want to use, as well as adding in additional ones. So you could go through all the different videos that are showing up here in the top and quickly pull out all the different keywords. And adding them in this list here. And here they've actually ranked out some of the more longer tail type keywords. So as you can see, I'm quickly building up a fairly large list of keywords to use for the video production and the video planning. I thought I would grab one more. So here I've got a whole long list of keywords that potentially be related to the video that I was looking to optimize the tagging for. And so when I'm doing the planning for the video, I want to also be able to use these keywords in my text when I do talk within the video, because Google does actually pick that up as well. You can see this when you go into your channel, go on your video, go to subtitles and CC. And when you click on here, selecting out the English, you can see that YouTube has already done quite a lot of the work for you, and they are picking up keyword terms within your video as the video audio is being played. So this is worthwhile looking over to make sure that you are hitting a lot of your keywords, as well as sometimes it doesn't pick up 100% accurately, so you might want to edit that and fine-tune that as well to get your keywords in there properly. So this is our strongest indication that Google does look at whatever content is within the video, audio content is within the video, and it does use that for rankings as well. So this is why it's important to, in the planning stages, to use those keywords effectively within the audio and within the context and text of your video to make sure that you are properly optimizing for those keywords right in the video onset. Another place where you can use those keywords when you've actually created your video, you could use it within the title, but it's actually not necessary to use it within the title. But you can set some metadata within your video in order for, which also gets picked up alongside your video information. If you right click on it and go to your properties, you see here that you have a little box here for properties of the video. So you've got title, subtitle, rating, tags, comments, and you could actually enter in some of your tags there as well. So once you've created that and you've gone over the keywords and you've uploaded your video, so don't throw away that keyword list quite yet, because it's also going to come in useful for optimizing the title, optimizing the description, and then finally entering them into the tags of the video to completely optimize your video for those keywords.